Hey out there, folks. Today's the day. It's Open Doors Toronto, Saturday edition. It was forecasted to start raining at like 9, which is an hour before Doors Open starts, and it is while I'm biking right now, and it is definitely raining. That's alright though. I'm gonna go anyways. You know, what's a little rain? So, this is my first stop. We're on 85 Industrial Street. This is the Eglinton Maintenance and Storage Facility for the new streetcars. This first bay here is the automated vehicle inspection place. I think they take pictures and sometimes it's x-rays and compare those pictures and they can see if something's wrong with the vehicle. Their washing area has dryers so it won't freeze during the winter. I don't know, it's kind of neat. And yeah, just walking through here, kind of cool. Got like a pit that you can go in. Well, I can't go in, but maintenance people. And this is my first look at the new streetcars that they're making here. Honestly, I'm a little bit bummed that they're not red. Like, why wouldn't they make them red? Haven't all the other ones been red? So I guess this is kind of like the cleaning building. And then over here is the train yard, I guess. Maybe they store a bunch of trains here. And then walk around to the other bigger building. This is where they would spray and paint in case, I don't know, paint stuff happens. And then in this warehouse is where they actually do the maintenance. Or well, this no whole building is new. Yeah, they're like, yeah, you get to walk through the train. So here we go, walking through that train. Like, let's have a seat. Kind of seems like they prioritized standing area. And I think someone said that the maximum capacity is about like 160 people, something like that. It's a lot of people for one streetcar. But the seats seem kind of small. I don't know what it... Like, maybe they're the same. Maybe it's just the video makes them look like smaller than other ones. But yeah, kind of neat. So, leaving that area, kind of a big lineup here. There's freebies on this table. And some like posters I didn't really read. And then they had some displays. I think these are mostly for kids. This is kind of like the kids zone. Like how they dig out the tunnels. That big decal on the ground was the same size as the drill head that they use for drilling out the tunnels. And then through here, kind of just like an open space. But they had like their mills and machines or whatever this is. For making parts or whatever. And some VR stuff going on. They're like, ooh, experience some 360 pictures. I'm alright though. So yeah, also roof access. Haven't seen what these new streetcars look like from above. Wouldn't be surprised if it was like the other newer streetcars where it kind of looks like it's like open and like there's a bunch of controls and shit up there. I need a little bit of a look at the wheels. Oh, and this was cool, the rail car mover thing. This thing, since the streetcars don't have power most of the time when they're at the storage yard, they have this thing that attaches to them. And I'm not sure if that's the big or small one, but it can move at least one streetcar. And it's all battery powered and can be remote controlled by that guy in the video there. Cool. The big one can move 3 streetcars. So yeah, over here you can see, well, kind of barely. On the ceiling they have like a copper cable wire for when they like actually test out the power. Here's a wheel lathe. I guess it's built into the ground. Kind of cool for when the wheels get deformed. That's pretty much the end of their walking tour here. Kind of dumps out into like a little food area. It's not really popping because of how rainy it is. Did stop and drink some water. Oh yeah, gotta love that tap water. And yeah, we're back where the tour began. Just walking through. And that was about half an hour, 35 minutes-ish. So, just biking back downtown by my old neighborhood and noticed this new building. Used to just be like weird warehouses. And yeah, on board now. And they've started their, well, apparently it's only supposed to be like 2 months of street maintenance where they're gonna dig up the street and then replace a water main or something. I don't know. I'm like, oh god, you guys really gonna do this? But yeah, they are. Just annoying. And oh yeah, went over to Adam and Don's. They just made a bunch of pancakes. I'm like, oh yeah, that pancake and ice cream life. Oh yeah, Don's good at using the apple peeler thing now. Perfect peel. And yeah, we're just gonna go walk over to the rare book library that's like built into Robarts. There's that bike pile again. Gonna think about that every time. Yeah. So this is a cool spot. Never been here before. This library is open to the public, so you might actually get a better view of the place if you go any other day. Didn't know it was open to the public at the time. But yeah, right now we're limited to this section or the lower section if you want to take off your coat and backpack. And they had some neat displays of how bookbinding used to be done by hand here. And like, I don't know, glues and stuff maybe. Some old books. But yeah, if you come back, you're allowed to go onto the walkways. Probably get some really nice pictures here. It's a pretty unique space. Feels kind of like a movie set, I guess. You know, it's a pretty unique looking library. So from here, we're gonna get on the bikes and ride down to Sugar Beach. It's just Adam and I now. I guess I posted about the bike group ride too late for people to plan to join. Also, it was supposed to rain, but it actually stopped raining and looks great out. It's even kind of sunny. So yeah, here we are at the Red Path Sugar Factory. They were giving out free donuts. Like, alright, I'll eat a free donut. And then the raw sugar warehouse. It's very full, apparently. Like last time I was here, the sugar was all the way at the other end and they had a guy moving it around. This time, it's all just up close. And of course I picked up some raw sugar off the ground. Not a lot, but just enough to get a good taste of it. Then we walked around a little bit more, just to like, I don't know, look at the buildings and stuff. And Adam was like, oh, let's go into a museum. But I told him, it's not that great. And luckily, we didn't look at that museum really. I mean, you could go look at one of the older videos where I actually go in there and look at stuff, and it's kind of not that great. So yeah, refresh that bike share, and keep biking along here. The water level, ooh, very high. It's gonna be a lot of flooding here. Probably, unless it stops raining, which didn't seem likely. Anyways, we're waiting for Artur now, just hanging out at Cherry Beach here. And yeah, honestly, we didn't have to wait very long. It was pretty close by the time we got here. And yeah, we continue on. This is the bike group, I guess. Made our way over to the Tommy Thompson bike share, which is a little bit far away from the power station. Jogged some of the way. But yeah, it's all good. Had to sign in here. I guess they don't want random people just to be about. Makes sense. And yeah, they're giving a tour. There's a nice dog here. I petted. And yeah, they're doing groups of like 15 or so people. Give us hairnets, cause I don't know, I guess that's supposed to help, wearing a hard hat that somebody else wore. Whatever. So yeah, we're in the power station. This power station is run by natural gas. They have 2 engines that burn the gas, and then the exhaust gets vented in. It's combined into one steam engine, and together they make something like 550 megawatts, or I don't know how electricity is, but pretty cool building. You know, it's like in a video game when you go into an industrial area and there's just like pipes and tubes and shit everywhere, and you're like, what is this even? Well, sometimes places like that exist in real life, and they're kind of cool. Place is pretty huge. I'm into it. They normally don't run on Saturday because they only provide additional power for peak times, which I guess is probably throughout the workday. So on a day like today, usually there'd only be 2 people working here, and there's like 24 people that work at the plant total. It's kind of nuts. There's an old coal plant across, or like just next door to this one, and there was like 600 people working here. Right there, that's like the air pollutant monitoring machine. They're always below, well, usually below the legal limit of pollutants, which is just like sulfur and carbon monoxide and stuff that gets vented off. It's much cleaner than coal. That's nice. I'm like, yeah, cool. It's a neat building. One that you normally wouldn't be allowed in, so very cool to get a look here. You see those thin silver tubes? Those are the air pneumatic system that the one of the 2 people that work here on Saturdays could use. Like, they have a control room, and everything is just controlled through their air pressure valve opening things. It's kind of crazy. Well, and here is, I think this is the steam turbine or something. They always have this little boiler running so it can be spinning, and it needs to maintain a vacuum. And if it takes a while for it to create that vacuum, so they always have it running in case they need to turn on. That's the pilot light that you can see in there. Yeah, pretty cool. And yeah, we're kind of wrapping back around through the building. It's pretty complicated. It's got a little display up ahead that like shows what some of the blades inside of the actual turbine engine thing is. To turn it on, they actually draw some power from the grid. So it's like they actually have to get the turbine spinning, and then once it's spinning, they can start using the natural gas to like keep it going, I guess. I don't know. It's like a thing. They have a whole process. I'm bad at explaining it. But yeah, that was a cool tour. And we're pretty much back where we started here. Take off all the safety stuff that they gave us, and we're like, yeah, eat. And that was the last stop that I had planned. So now we're just kind of going wherever. Arthur and I went ahead to get one of the bikes out for Adam. We're like, alright, we'll just teamwork.
Okay. We good. We got this. This is easy. Oh god, let it go.
Well, might not have been super easy or even worth it. Like, Adam's just up ahead. Maybe we saved a minute. Yeah, oh well. So yeah, now we're just kind of going wherever. Figured I'd show the guys. I forgot what this building's called. It's on Eastern Avenue. It's just kind of neat that you can go and check out the City of Toronto's vehicles. They do like winter maintenance stuff. And you're even allowed to go sitting inside of the seat. Just climb on in. Pretty cool up here. It's getting pretty close to the end of Doors Open. I think we probably only have time for one more stop. So we're going to the Toronto Humane Society. I was looking forward to seeing some dogs. Maybe I'd even get to pet a dog. And yeah, on the inside, I guess I don't know what this is, kind of like a gift shop-y kind of thing. And it seemed fairly open, like the actual, you're allowed to just go in and look around the dog prison. And look at the dogs. Most of the dogs, it seemed like they had a on hold or like I've been adopted thing next to them. There's honestly only a few that didn't. So I'm not sure if this is like just because there's more people coming through because the door's open. Or who knows, maybe lots of dogs get adopted here. On the Humane Society, or the Doors Open website, it was like, this is one of the few no-kill shelters. That's nice, you know. And yeah, we kind of wound up following a tour into one of the areas that you're only allowed to if you follow a tour. Then I don't know what happened. It was weird. Just standing around for a while, we just left and went back to where we could actually see some of the animals. And yeah, found an area with not too many people. The dog zone. Some nice dogs. Some of them were kind of sad looking. Like in here, this was one of the dogs that was available for adoption. Little Chihuahua, 3 months old. So tiny. Had a little cone on its head. That one was pretty cute. Apollo. So yeah. Now it's a bit after 4. And most places stop letting people in at 4. We probably could have went to one other place, but honestly I didn't really plan on any other trips or places to visit. So I just went to the underpass park here. Check the spot out. Don't come here very often, so it's always kind of neat to look at. Skateboarders and this climbing thing. Although as I was climbing, I bumped my head against one of the ropes, or like rubbed my GoPro on it, and then it broke the 3D printed mount that I made. Whoops. Oh. I'll just mount it on my helmet some other way. So yeah, we're like, I guess this is kind of it for today. Arthur, he's gonna ride up along the Don Valley, which might have been a mistake, because, you know, the storm is a-coming. But Adam and I were like, yeah, fuck it. Let's go to Brown Truck, get some poutine. Been kind of craving it since we were at Cherry Beach. And yeah, got that big old poutine and a burger for $8.50. What a deal. Yeah. Then from here, we're just biking back. I'm gonna go to Adam and Don's place. Along the way, saw a neat tree. It was like 2 different blooms grafted onto the same tree. Pretty interesting. That's when the rain started to happen, and we're like, oh, I gotta get inside. And didn't get too wet, but yeah, it's definitely pouring now. Then we started playing some What Do You Meme? A game about memes. It's kind of like Cards Against Humanity, but memes. And one of the cards is just a picture. So yeah, once the rain stopped, went outside, played some Pokemon Go. Mostly as an excuse to just go outside. Then we tried Sushi Avenue. It's a new sushi place that opened up near their place. It was pretty decent. I don't know. I'm kind of whatever for sushi, as long as it's like fresh enough. I don't care about any particular quality or whatever. Oh, and I saw a random cat on the street. And it was very social. And seemed like a pretty healthy cat, so somebody probably owns that cat. Yeah, pretty much just riding home now. Peace out, everybody. Kind of a long episode.